Think you know your Toyota or Lexus inside and out? Think again. There are some cool hidden features tucked away in your car that most drivers have no clue about. Yep, nearly 7 out of 10 drivers are missing out on these awesome tricks, like lane trace assistance or turning your key fob into a remote engine killer. These small secrets can make driving smoother, smarter, and way more fun. Ready to test what you know? Especially the last one. It's a game changer because even your mechanic doesn't know this. Let's jump in. Secret feature number 1. Your Toyota can shut itself off. Here's something super smart that most drivers don't even know. Your modern Toyota can actually turn itself off if you forget. Modern Toyota vehicles, especially hybrids, come with a built-in auto engine shut-off timer. What does that mean? Basically, if you leave your car parked and running without touching anything, it will automatically shut itself off after 1 hour. That's right, your car turns itself off. Let's say you parked in your driveway, left the engine running to keep the AC on, and then got distracted inside the house. Or maybe you pulled into your garage and forgot the engine was still on because hybrids are so quiet. In a case like that, the engine could stay running for hours, and in a closed garage that can become dangerous really fast. There have even been real-life cases where people didn't realize the car was still running, and it led to serious risks like carbon monoxide buildup. That's why Toyota added this safety feature. Here's how it works. If the car is on, but no one is opening doors, pressing buttons, or using the radio, the system knows the car is just sitting there. It starts a 60-minute countdown. A message pops up on the screen, warning you, engine will shut off in 1 hour. You'll get the option to cancel it if you want, but if you do nothing, the engine shuts off automatically. It's not just about safety either. This feature also saves gas and keeps emissions low. You're not wasting fuel while the car idles, and you're keeping your engine healthier in the long run. So next time your Toyota gives you that 1 hour warning, don't panic. It's just doing its job to keep you safe and smart behind the wheel. Secret feature number 2. Glass of water mode. Here's a fun one. Did you know some Toyotas can actually rate how smooth your driving is using an imaginary glass of water? Yep, it's called glass of water mode. This cool idea came from an anime called Initial D, where a driver had to race down mountain roads without spilling water from a cup sitting on his dashboard. Toyota turned that into a driving challenge of its own. Here's how it works. Pretend there's a full glass of water sitting on your dash. Now drive like normal. If you brake too hard, speed up too fast, or take a sharp turn, the car acts like the water would have splashed everywhere. The system keeps track and shows you how much water you would have spilled during your trip. It's like a game, but it's also a smart way to help you drive better. The smoother you are, the less fuel you burn, and the safer your passengers feel. It trains you to ease into stops, glide through turns, and cruise instead of slamming the gas. Not all Toyotas have this feature, and it's mostly seen in eco-driving modes or in some Japanese models. But it's still one of the coolest ways Toyota encourages better driving habits without being boring. Who knew pretending to carry a glass of water could make you a pro driver? If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Secret feature number 3. The secret mute button you never knew existed. Ever needed to silence your car's audio fast without reaching for the volume knob or getting distracted by the screen? Your Toyota or Lexus actually has a hidden mute button, but almost nobody knows about it. It's not labeled, and it doesn't show up in the manual either, but it's there. Here's how it works. Look at your steering wheel. See the mode button, the one that switches between FM radio, Bluetooth, and other audio sources. Try pressing and holding that button for 3 full seconds. Just like that, your music or radio will mute instantly. No need to twist knobs, search for volume settings, or tap around on a touchscreen while driving. It's quick, it's easy, and it helps you stay focused on the road. Especially handy if a phone call comes in, you reach a drive-through window, or the kids suddenly fall asleep in the back seat. Now, Here's the interesting part. In older Toyota models, the mode button had a tiny label that said press and hold for mute. But in newer models, Toyota removed that text. No one really knows why. Maybe to clean up the look of the wheel. Either way, the function still works the exact same way. Pro tip: this feature doesn't turn off your audio system, it just mutes the sound. So when you're ready, tap the button again or adjust the volume, and your music comes right back. Next time you want silence in a flash, remember this hidden gem. It's one of those smart little features that make driving a Toyota even better. Secret feature number 4. Your parking brake can set itself automatically. Here's a small feature with big benefits. Your Toyota or Lexus can actually pull the parking brake for you. No more yanking levers or wondering if you forgot to set it. In many newer models, especially the ones with electronic parking brakes, there's a setting that lets the car automatically engage the parking brake every time you shift into park. That means once you stop and move the gear shifter to P, the car locks itself in place, all without you doing a thing. Why is this such a big deal? Well, first off, it's super convenient. If you're on a hill, parking on a slant, or even just pulling into your driveway, the car will stay put. No rolling, no guessing. You don't have to pull a handbrake or push a separate button. Even better, it helps prevent wear and tear on your transmission. Without the parking brake, the weight of the car sits on a tiny piece called the parking pawl inside your gearbox. Over time, that can wear down or even break. But when the electronic parking brake kicks in, it takes that pressure off and holds the car safely in place. You can turn this setting on through the car's settings menu, usually found on the dash screen under vehicle settings or brake settings. Just look for auto parking brake or something similar, switch it on, and you're good to go. It's one of those silent helpers. Once it's on, you'll forget it's even there. But every time you park, your car is working smarter to keep things safe, secure, and smooth. Secret feature number 5. Smart rear seat alert. Your Toyota isn't just smart on the road, it's smart when you stop too. And one of its coolest little safety helpers? The rear seat reminder. We've all been there. You park the car, get distracted, and walk away. But what if you left something important in the back seat? Maybe it's groceries, a laptop, or something even more precious like a pet or your kid's backpack. That's where the rear seat reminder steps in. When this feature is turned on, your car will give you a friendly nudge every time you turn off the engine. A little chime and a message pop up saying, check the rear seat. It's a simple reminder, but it can save you from a big headache. Want to turn it on? Just head into your infotainment screen, tap on Settings, go to Safety and Alerts, or sometimes Vehicle Settings depending on your model, and switch on Rear Seat Reminder. Done. But Toyota didn't stop there. Let's say you accidentally lock a spare key fob inside your car. Before you walk away, your Toyota will give you a long, loud beep, just enough to catch your attention and stop you from locking yourself out. And here's one more smart bonus. If you carry heavy bags or groceries on the front passenger seat, the car might think someone's sitting there, and you'll hear that seatbelt chime. If it gets too annoying, Toyota gives dealers the option to turn off the chime while still keeping the warning light on. These might sound like small things, but they add up to make your everyday drive a whole lot smarter and a whole lot easier. Secret feature number 6, the magic dual height cargo floor. If you drive a Toyota RAV4, especially a 2019 model or newer, you've got a hidden trick hiding right in the trunk. It's called the reversible dual height cargo floor. And trust me, it's way more useful than it sounds. Here's how it works. The cargo floor in the back isn't stuck in just one position. You can actually move it up or down. When you set it on the upper level, it lines up with the folded down back seats. That gives you a nice flat surface, perfect for sliding in boxes, groceries, suitcases, or anything you want to load in smoothly. Need more room? Drop the floor to the lower level and boom, you get over 2 extra inches of height. That's great for taller stuff like a cooler, plants, or even a folded stroller. But wait, there's more. Flip the floor panel over and you'll find a hard plastic side. This side is made for life's messes. Got muddy boots? Wet soccer gear? A soggy dog after a rainy hike? Toss it all in. This side can handle the grime and is super easy to clean. Now, here's a heads up. Some drivers say that if you place really heavy stuff on the upper level, the panel might sag a bit, but many people solve that by placing foam blocks underneath or using a full-size spare tire for added support. It's one of those clever little features you don't think about until you use it once and wonder how you ever lived without it. Secret feature number 7. The mystery, beep, and the little black button. Ever been driving your Toyota or Lexus, open the door while it's still moving, even just a little, and suddenly the car starts beeping like crazy? It's not broken, and it's not yelling at you. That beep is just a safety alert telling you, hey, your door isn't fully closed. It's a smart warning to keep you safe. But yes, it can get a bit annoying if you're just trying to grab something or talk to someone for a second. Here's the secret. Look right near the inside edge of the door. Usually around the latch area, you'll see a small black rubber button or plunger sticking out. That's your quiet button. If you press it in with your finger while the door is open, the car will think the door is closed and the beeping will stop. It's super handy if you're parked and want to open the door to talk to someone, but don't want to listen to the alert the whole time. Just remember, this trick is only for when you're parked or moving very slowly. Never use it while driving at full speed. The beep is there to keep you safe. So next time your car starts yelling at you for opening the door, you'll know the secret trick to keep things quiet. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to watch 7 things you should never do to your Toyota. Here I have shared things that destroy your engine even before running 100,000 miles.